Strategic ambiguity is a fascinating concept, isn't it? On the surface, it might seem counterintuitive. Why would anyone want to be vague, especially in a world that thrives on transparency and clarity? But let's take a moment to unpack this idea, because it's a powerful tool in the arsenal of effective communication, negotiation, and even leadership. At its core, strategic ambiguity is about creating space for flexibility, creativity, and adaptability. Imagine you're in a negotiation for a contract. If you lay all your cards on the table, you risk giving away your leverage. But if you maintain a level of ambiguity about your true intentions, you can keep the other party guessing, making them more likely to concede to your terms. It's a delicate dance, one that requires finesse and a deep understanding of human psychology. Consider military strategy as another example. If a general reveals all the details of a planned operation, the enemy can prepare and counteract. But by keeping plans ambiguous, the element of surprise is preserved, which can be the difference between victory and defeat. In both business and conflict, ambiguity can serve as a shield, protecting your true intentions and allowing you to navigate complex situations more effectively. But let's not forget the cautionary tales. Companies like Nokia, Myspace, and Blockbuster once stood at the forefront of their industries, yet they failed to adapt to the changing landscape. They became victims of their own rigidity, unable to innovate while clinging to outdated models. The lesson here is clear. While strategic ambiguity can be beneficial, it must be balanced with a clear vision and the willingness to evolve. So, what does this mean for businesses today? It means that organizations need to embrace strategic ambiguity to stay relevant. They must articulate their mission and goals in a way that leaves room for interpretation. This doesn't mean being dishonest or misleading. Rather, it's about expressing intentions in a way that allows for adaptability. For instance, let's say a company states its goal is to be the best. This broader ambition allows for various interpretations and doesn't box the company into a rigid framework. If the mission were to maximize shareholder value, it might discourage long-term investments that could yield significant returns down the line, but might cause short-term losses. By opting for ambiguity, companies can pivot more easily when market conditions shift, keeping their competitors on their toes. Moreover, strategic ambiguity can help nurture a particular image for a company. Think about how brands often cultivate a sense of mystery around new products. When a company teases a launch with vague hints, it creates buzz and anticipation. Customers become intrigued, eager to learn more. This can be an effective marketing strategy, but it's essential to strike the right balance. Too much ambiguity can lead to confusion and frustration among potential customers, damaging the brand's reputation. Now, let's dive deeper into how strategic ambiguity can provide organizations with the time and flexibility to find their true selves. In today's fast-paced world, businesses often grapple with the question, what are we really about? Strategic ambiguity allows companies to explore their identity without being locked into a specific narrative. It gives them the space to experiment, innovate, and ultimately discover their authentic purpose. In this context, ambiguity can serve as a unifying force, fostering a sense of belonging among employees. When everyone is on the same page, even if that page is a bit unclear, it encourages collaboration and open communication. This can lead to stronger relationships within the organization, as team members rely on one another to navigate the ambiguity together. Of course, it's crucial to recognize the fine line between being vague and being misleading. Transparency is still essential, especially when it comes to building trust. Strategic ambiguity should not be used as a shield to hide critical information. Instead, it should be employed to facilitate discussions and encourage deeper engagement among team members. Now, let's talk about the practical applications of strategic ambiguity. Here are some tips for effectively applying this concept in your organization. First, let your audience fill in the blanks. By intentionally using language that can be interpreted in multiple ways, you allow others to project their desires and motivations onto your message. This can be particularly useful when trying to influence decision-makers with competing interests. It's about creating a space where everyone feels they have a stake in the outcome. Next, make intentional choices. Every decision you make, no matter how small, can either bring you closer to your goals or distract you from them. When faced with choices, take a moment to pause and reflect on whether that choice aligns with your objectives. This clarity will help you navigate the complexities of strategic ambiguity more effectively. Another tip is to think about the possibilities. Challenge yourself to explore different ways of doing things. This could involve taking on new projects, seeking out diverse perspectives, or even stepping outside your comfort zone. By embracing ambiguity, you open yourself up to innovative ideas and solutions that you may not have considered otherwise. In a world characterized by volatility and uncertainty, it's essential to counter that unpredictability with a clear vision. Develop a compelling statement of your team's objectives and values, and ensure that everyone is aligned with that vision. This clarity will help guide your organization through complex situations while still allowing for the flexibility that ambiguity provides. Meeting uncertainty with understanding is another critical aspect of applying strategic ambiguity. Take the time to listen, observe, and analyze the environment around you. Invest in competitive intelligence to stay ahead of industry trends and customer needs. By understanding the landscape, you can make informed decisions that leverage ambiguity to your advantage. When faced with complexity, clarity is your ally. Communicate your vision clearly to your team, ensuring that everyone understands the goals and objectives. This clarity will empower them to make decisions that align with your strategic direction, even in ambiguous situations. Promoting agility within your organization is crucial in today's fast-paced world. Encourage flexibility and adaptability among your team members, allowing them to thrive in uncertain environments. Job rotation and cross-training can foster a culture of agility, enabling your organization to respond quickly to changing circumstances. Finally, never retreat from strategic clarity. While ambiguity can be a powerful tool, it should not come at the expense of a clear mission and purpose. Strive to find the right balance between rigidity and flexibility, ensuring that your organization can adapt while staying true to its core values. In conclusion, strategic ambiguity is a nuanced and powerful concept that can provide organizations with the flexibility they need to navigate an ever-changing landscape. By embracing ambiguity while maintaining clarity around your mission and goals, you can foster innovation, adaptability, and resilience within your organization. So, the next time you find yourself in a complex situation, consider how strategic ambiguity might help you find your way forward. After all, in a world that thrives on change, being able to navigate the gray areas can be your greatest asset.